What's up? What's up? What's up, people? Happy Friday Eve to everybody.
Hello, hello.
How's it going? Oh, I'm about to be Friday. About to be Friday. Just waiting. Okay, got the notification on YouTube's.
Yep. Me too, me too.
Um, Hope everybody's having a good week. Ryan, how's it going? Mary, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
Ryan said, "I'm going to stir the pot." Eh, no,
Can't wait.
I don't know. I don't know about stirring the pot. It's so good. It's so good. We're civil in this channel. We're civil.
He's gonna stir up the pot. I want to know why. How are we stirring up the pot?
How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good week so far. It's been a very busy week for us. So our apologies for not being able to live stream yesterday. If you were following us on the socials, you know that we've been celebrating a huge accomplishment, which is Kyla in her running career.
Yes, she did amazing.
And we said running career because she's taking it very serious.
Yeah.
And this is something she wants to do. Well,
It's one of her
what
passions.
she's doing is one of her passion, and she has goals with it. So um, we we took longer than expected yesterday, even though she ran at 5:20. But of course, things got longer, and
We had to wait for
we
the
decided,
ceremonies and stuff.
yeah, it was ceremonies, and we sort of like the parents of the whole entire team, so we gotta give kids rides, and
Yeah, my car was full.
those kids that had a bad run, we're there to uplift them. So
Yeah.
anyways, I wouldn't change it for a world. So I was like, you know what, let's move the reschedule the live stream.
Oh, we didn't make it home. Kyle and I didn't make it home till
Almost
till
9.
9. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, originally, you wanted me to do it today.
Yes.
I didn't want to do it today because I wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights tonight. That was my plan. I wanted um to check out the crowd level, today, and maybe live stream from there. But then I was like, you know what? It's so good.
He didn't listen to me.
It's so good. Kyla would be exhausted anyway.
Oh, she wouldn't have one. Yeah, no, she's
So,
tired.
yeah, she's tired.
She's ready to go to bed.
So anyway,
Thank you, Ryan.
everybody,
We'll let her know.
Everybody who is following us, who probably saw I normally don't post things of the kids' personal life in our Instagram, but I figure people needed to know. So um we're excited for her. We still have some more events going on because I think
She's got districts
and
regionals that
coming up.
they should have qualified already. Like they should have qualified, and then both of their basketball stuff is also going on in the meantime. So this weekend's Khalil has basketball tournament. So
well, Kyla had a tournament and got canceled. So anyway,
for a reason.
Yes, things happen for a reason. So but we're still gonna be recording this weekend, just so you guys know. We still have a couple of more local hunts to visit that we've been invited, and I want to honor our word because I said that we will be there. I want to do some stuff in Disney, so we'll be there sometime this weekend. Disney property, not our theme park, but at least somewhere in Disney property. Anyway, so we got a weekend, a little
Pretty
bit of
busy.
yeah. We will
As
be
normal.
we will be back at Gatorland this weekend too. So it's gonna be our normal crazy
Weekend.
normal life backlash content creator weekend.
But luckily, Kyla's tournament did kind of get canceled because if not, we were gonna have to be like splitting up or running from one tournament to the other.
Ryan says next to the Olympics. That's what my boss told me today. But I told him like, hey, how about if we try to get her a scholarship first?
Yeah, scholarship first.
Let's concentrate on that. Olympics may come later. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
I always like to be transparent. I almost live streamed yesterday by myself because I don't like leaving people hanging.
Yeah.
But
And it was late when we kind of canceled it, and we don't like doing that
yeah,
either.
we don't like
We like to
doing
give
that
you
last minute.
guys enough time if we are gonna go live, or we're not gonna
So
go.
yeah, we have. Oops, sorry. We have Melonique, and she said, "Thank you guys for sharing your videos. I am planning to go to Disneyland in December. Oh my God,
Awesome.
that's awesome! I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Lately, I've been having the Disneyland blues, and I've been watching videos like not from other content creators, and I'm like, damn, I freaking love Disneyland.
Disneyland's fun.
So you're gonna have fun.
Yes.
You're gonna have fun. If you've never been there, you can expect it's not gonna be like Magic Kingdom, but it's gonna be in many other ways a hell lot better than Magic Kingdom. So I cannot wait. If you're joining us for the first time, guys, this is your family of content creators located here in Central Florida who spend mostly times in Disney, Universal, and during Halloween season, we actually spend time around local hunts because we believe on supporting everybody. Um, and nothing, we just share. We just love sharing our lifestyle in the theme park, plus our recommendation. So if you're looking for something like that, hey, you're more than welcome to join this family. It's free. Just subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to smash the like button on YouTube because that helps us out. Share our content. So anyway,
World of Minecraft has put out a good Disneyland content lately.
yes,
World of Minecraft's good.
For whatever reason, I haven't come across, but yeah, I'm surprised. I'm subscribed to him. YouTube algorithm changed again, by the way. How I know that is because it's now more attached to Google than it's attached to the recommendations of what you're watching. So, for example, I've been doing some research on Google, so all of my recommended videos come from my lately Google research. So you can tell that they just flip the switch once again. So, but I'll check him out. I love Will Micah. I love Adam the Woo. So I'm always watching things. Love Tampa J. You guys know that. Anyways, there's a lot to discuss today, and of course, it's been about a week already. A week already since that we met here for this live stream. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is the live stream where we do our real talk and share basically the news that are happening, about to happen, or things that we have seen that we feel you guys need to be aware, or both.
Right.
So I'm gonna start sharing our other screen. Don't pay attention to that. I was just like double checking this.
Very important news: Spider-Man 2 limited edition.
Hey, listen, let me geek
Dropped
out.
today.
Let me geek out for a little bit, all right?
No judgment here. It's Spider-Man. Look at that. Look, it's pretty cool.
Spider-Man 2 video game is releasing tonight at midnight, and everybody is super hype about it. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. So don't judge over here. I was on Twitter, Twitter checking everything. So moving right along. If you guys have not watched our video, highly suggest that you do, because we share prices with you and give you a closer look of all of these. But in case you didn't know, the Harry Potter Christmas merchandise dropped, and we were able to see it. It's very pretty. It's not a secret. I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. However, I am a fan of this merchandise.
Kyla's liking the not so ugly sweater.
Yeah, we call it the not so ugly sweater because it's not.
It's an ugly sweater, but it's not that.
But it's not ugly. I will wear it.
Yes.
So, if you're a Harry Potter fan, definitely check this out. Where we found that is in the Universal Studio Store in City World, the main one, and that's where they have all that. Happy to see this, and anyway, so we show you that in our last video. Also, we show you in the video these where we found the actual Christmas Grinchmas, the new Grinchmas merchandise. the Spirit Jersey, and this is located in Sus
Landing.
Landing. And as of today, IOA also has the Errol the Squirrel merchandise as of today. So we're gonna be talking about that in a minute. So I love this Spirit Jersey. Actually, I like it better than the old ones. They did a really good job. $80. Then you have the cup carrier already $16. So you can see this is you gotta go to Island of Adventure because it is very normal that at this time, especially this coming week, we're gonna see Sus Landing turning into Whoville.
Mm.
That's normal. It always happens. HHN still in transition, but they're in IOA converting everything into Christmas, which is kind of cool to see as well. Imagination Travel, Miss Sheila. One of our YouTube members, how are you? We hope you're doing very well. Miss Sheila said, I love the new Christmas merch.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, both of them. The Harry Potter one and the Grinch. The Grinchmas stuff is really pretty.
This is a backpack. Did I get to see this?
We saw it. I think we thought it was like a pillow or something.
Okay.
Like I didn't go close. I saw it. I just didn't go.
Yeah. Sometimes when you walk through those stores, you're like,
"What is that?" Oh, okay.
I think it's I gotta get to it, and you forget. So, but it's a backpack, $65. Pretty cool though. If you want to truly get the Grinch's attention, even though you're doing the meet and greet, you have to wear something of him. I am telling you, if you love that type of interaction, good.
Hello.
You definitely have to, and I try to wear like his shirts and stuff like that because it's like, that's how I get him to even talk to me more. But pretty cool. Last year we brought him an onion, so we'll probably bring him an onion this year again. So they do have multiple things.
I saw that. Well, Kyla saw it. She pointed it out.
As a matter of fact, it's in multiple sections of the store. So you have to kind of walk around the store.
Oh yeah. They didn't just put it all in one spot. They spread it in that store. I mean, that store is pretty small to begin with, so it's nice that they put her.
I'm surprised you girls haven't bought stuff like this.
We just saw it when we were running through, when we were doing the scavenging hunt. And I was like, oh, I want it.
Oh, okay.
Go in and get it. Obviously.
Mary said you should do one of the fake onion holders, but put apple in it.
Hey.
That's true.
See what his reaction is gonna be.
I'm my friend. I don't know. I wait a whole year to get to see my hero, my friend. I'm not gonna make him mad. You do that.
Why me?
Because
I don't like making anybody mad.
Well,
except you.
Right.
And maybe the kids.
Then that's your sport. Anyways.
It's my pastime.
Oh, yeah, banana peel. That's a good one. I may bring him the onion and the banana peel.
Well, I think we should just buy a banana, then eat it, and then give him the peel. Because walking around with a banana peel is going to be kind of weird.
Right. All right. We should do that. Good idea, Miss Sheila. But bottom line, Christmas merch has arrived at Universal Studios. And according to our merchandise expert, our family merchandise expert, Kyla. And I agree with her, this is a heck a lot better than what Disney has released so far for this year.
Yeah.
Along with whatever we have seen from Grinchmas and Harry Potter, is already beating Disney by far. I don't know what the heck happened to Disney this year, but that merch is poor.
They're gonna buy it anyway.
Karen, I haven't even started editing a video, but the other day I was trying to go on a hunt of some of these treats, which one of these we already tried with Mary, and I think it might have been the first video that we posted, probably this one over here. But we were looking for desserts, and believe it or not, um, Today Cafe has ran out of Halloween dessert, and it was
They're pretty.
super early. It was early.
Yeah, it was early, and it kind of look. It didn't look like. I don't know that they ran out. I just don't think they had any on that day.
They ran out because they have a lot of the other desserts. My guess is they were short-handed, and they're like, we're gonna bake whatever we can prepare, and that's
Got it.
So, um,
Yeah, Ryan said people will always buy Disney merchandise. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much effort they put into it or not. People are gonna buy it.
yeah, they buy, but the merchandise is not moving as
But
fast.
actually, when we were there, people were like looking at it and then they were putting it back. Or
That's not normal.
where usually they look at it and they keep it. Like,
I mean, the first sign should have been when in that live stream, Karen read me multiple location spots that you could buy up to 5.
yeah, that was weird.
From 2 to 5.
Yeah,
now.
like we up them on a.
So that should have been our first red flag. But yeah, normally, things they release something early and things start running out.
They're not afraid of that.
I haven't even seen it. And trust me, I have watched live streamers and everything that is being that they display on October 2nd still there. So I don't think it's moving as hot as other years. Mary said the coffee cake wasn't that great, pretty dry to me. Sheila said, "Yum, in that case, it's like looks good."
A little puff pastry looks good.
We're gonna talk about even more food later on, especially on the Disney side. But I would have loved to try this pumpkin dulce de leche. That was in my mind. So then I know we tried this rotten pumpkin with Mary, even though we couldn't even know what was in it.
But I don't remember.
But we all liked it. We all liked it.
I don't remember it.
Well, you were live streaming, I think.
Oh.
And I was recording a video.
Did I try it? I tried a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
That's how that's how.
We all tried.
That's how good it was that I don't remember it.
See, and this is exactly what kind of happened to Mary that day because we couldn't figure it out what it was. And look what Annie's saying over here. When we ordered the rotten pumpkin, we asked the team member what type of dessert it was, and they had no idea.
But that's kind of sad that the team members don't know what it is if you're selling it.
Yeah, but we ended up liking it.
It looks like avocado.
No, it was. Oh yeah, it does. But Mary found out, and it was a brulee
creme brulee cheesecake.
Creme brulee cheesecake.
That coffee cake wasn't good.
She said it was dry.
That looks good. It looks dry though. I would have loved that.
Peanut caramel bar. But anyway, we tried.
That's a lot of peanut butter.
We tried to try all of these out the other day. They didn't have them. However, we were able to at least give you a sample taste of one item, cheesecake, to my advantage. So stay tuned for the next video. Because
was it good?
We shall see.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you haven't watched one of our latest videos when we give you the updates of Island of Adventure, highly suggest that you watch it so that way you get to see this in action. I purposely wanted to go through these lines and it worked flawlessly.
Yeah, it was good.
I loved it. I actually hope that they keep this thing. I hope so.
Me too.
I think
it's way more convenient then.
It's a genius idea. And I said it in the video over and over. I don't know where other people's finger has been. And I don't feel comfortable. If you give me the option, stand up and look at that so it takes a photo versus just, touch that thing.
Right.
Oh, we didn't rig. Do it again.
Buff your finger.
Yeah. Actually, this seems to work even faster, in my opinion. So
I think once they take everybody's picture, whoever wants to do it, it's gonna work. It's gonna work faster. Obviously, when we did it, that line was moving a little slow, but they were taking pictures.
Yeah. So it worked. It worked outstanding. We just hope that they keep it. So, in another news, this is something that we have commented before in this live stream. and it's happening, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Unfortunately, and I hate to be this way, but we gotta admit there are people who take things seriously, and there are other people that take these, not as serious. And so we're talking about TikTokers. So I've been saying for a while that unfortunately, not all of them, but there are gonna be some TikTokers that could possibly start getting us content creators banned from the parks. And I explain myself. It's gonna get to the point that they either, if they see you with some camera equipment, or they see you trying to be upbeat, we're gonna get called out because people are doing so many stupid things. Nowadays, people want views,
Yeah.
and the way that people get views is by acting stupid. Hence, the reason why I don't have a TikTok, because I can care less. In TikTok, it's a different platform.
I mean, we have
So
it. We just don't really
yeah,
post anything. We don't post much in it.
Yeah,
On
I
it.
can't even stand it. Like, I swear, I go, and people send me stuff. I'm like, yeah, whatever, and I get out because there's one. So I watch things for information purposes. If I want to watch people acting silly or stupid, then definitely I could go to TikTok. But I don't have time for that.
Well, I think TikTok really works. Unless you're looking for the silliness, I think TikTok really works when you're looking for something specific. Like if I'm looking for like crafting or like things that people are making, then it's really good because all you see is people working and doing things. It's not being silly to get the views.
But
You know what I mean?
unfortunately, that the silliness is what's taking over all of this
Right.
content, and then unfortunately, it's actually now jumping more into YouTube, because since the YouTube are doing YouTube Shorts to compete directly with TikTok, now you got all of these people doing the same thing, and it's gonna become an issue. But you know what? To each their own. That's like I'm not here to judge or criticize anybody. The problem is, that's like you were saying. All right, I like an action movie, but then you're asking me that before I watch an action movie, I need to watch comedy. That's what's happening, and that's what the For You pages are doing. They tend to throw what is the highest views, which is the stupidity out there. Let's be honest. And then you gotta basically build up your For You page, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, in order to just get your algorithm to push the things that you want to watch. But that besides that, the problem is that it's translated now into let's go to theme parks and act stupid.
Yeah. And see if we get caught.
And I've seen it. That's the problem. We have gone to theme park, and we could legit identify there's a family recording a YouTube video maybe for their family. There's a family recording for their YouTube channel. You could tell their small channel. There's a TikToker just acting stupid, and you see it, and you see it. And the problem is that these things are gonna be like, well, or Universal, both Disney and Universal. I'm like, they're not gonna be like, well, if you're a TikToker, you're not gonna be able to do this. But if you all have a camera, we're gonna allow you to do this.
Right.
We all gonna pay for it. We all gonna pay for it because of the stupidity. And the problem is that a lot of these TikTokers and YouTubers too that are going to act stupid into the theme park are not even theme park people to begin
Right.
with. So I feel like eventually we all gonna get punished, but these people can care less about whether they get kicked out of a theme park or not. So, for example, the POV on this one, or the title on this one, says you almost get kicked out of Universal. You can tell that these girls, they know how to use a title that will catch people attention just to click. And what they did is that they jump on the Cat in the Hat, and all that they did it was to scream every time that there was a scene. Scream. And it wasn't until the end of the video the team member actually gets into the the speaker system and basically says, please stop that. It's just a ride.
Yeah.
And so it got to the point it got so annoying to even the team members that somebody had to
Well,
say
I mean, that has to
something.
like echo through. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and if other people are on the right, obviously other people are on the right too.
And
So you're being disrespectful at
and
that
then
point.
the comment, scariest moment of my life. And then of course she wants to hashtag Universal Disney
Cat
Cat
in the
in the
hat.
Hat. And the problem is the Cat in the Hat is one of those few family rights
Right.
that we have. And you can only imagine you sitting down with your family, little kid. In our case, when we have gone to the park, we have taken our niece, and she's probably freaking out. Why is people
Why are people
screaming?
screaming?
That's not fair. And I'm telling you that this is what's going to get people in trouble. That's not even counting that we're not supposed to even record in the right.
Right.
So that's a second violation. You're not supposed to record on the right. Universal is super strict and very clear about it. And then you're gonna go and act stupid.
Right.
And then the problem is that, for example, I could be doing a video that is gonna help hundreds, perhaps thousands of people because I take this seriously. And every time that the team members looks at me with my camera or my phone, they're gonna be like reminding me that I shouldn't be recording. And now because they become paranoid now.
Yeah.
And and that then I start getting annoyed because it had happened before. I'm like, I'm just looking at a text. Is that okay? Because of having people stupid acting like this. Then moving really quick, and then I go over the comments.
Yeah.
So I saw this a few days ago, and I just happened to stumble into a video of somebody talking about this as well. And I was like, all right, let me look it up because I knew I was going to talk about this TikToker. So this is coming from Inside the Magic. Now, with Inside the Magic, take it like a freaking grain of salt. This is one of probably one of the worst sources out there. And I'll be honest with you.
So why are we using them?
I'm using it because he goes along with what I'm saying. But you're going to understand why I say that is one of the worst sources out there. So Inside the Magic is a source that, for example, during COVID, people were getting sick, and some nobody knows who got COVID or not, but they showed up to the park and they were coughing. And what did they do? People that are very popular content creators, they decide to say, "Hey, Cool Case Adventures showed up very responsibly. Disney, even though Carlos the dad has COVID," and then it blasted all this negativity, and people started attacking all these content creator, and that's what they do all the time. So every time that you read a title, it's like super exaggerating. Like, is this the end of Universal Studios? Say something's, So, so for example, Disney bans multiple live streamers, Cops Swarm, Magic Kingdom. That title should tell you right there. Cops Swarm,
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom. So you're already expecting a freaking the SWAT team.
The SWAT team.
Okay? But anyway, the only reason why I'm just bringing this up because that happened and it was posted on October 10, and actually it didn't happen. The video was before that, where this content creator Neon was doing a live stream, and they were asked to stop recording and to put their camera in the car. And then they refused to do it, so they ended up getting banned from the park, which is insane. I never heard that. So of course, as you read over these, I apologize for the dogs. As you read over these, basically they're telling you, hey, listen, the amount of content creators and TikTokers and Instagrammers have grew since the pandemic, and live streamers are becoming more popular, and that's true. A lot of people are more live streaming than ever, and live streaming is actually getting a bad rep more than before for the same reason. So you're having people doing a TikTok, and that had happened before. We actually witnessed that in Disneyland multiple times, and they want to act stupid. And they're also doing like a TikTok stream, or they're doing like an Instagram live and acting stupid in front of everybody. And unfortunately, you know, they're being categorized with that live streamers. I guess these are people that don't go to Disney all the time. It's mostly
They're using them like to get
right. So this
the
is
views.
very interesting because then they go inside the magic goes into explaining, hey, listen, the things have been banned already from Disneyland in Tokyo. There
Yeah.
are rights, for example, Walt Disney World and Space Mountain and Tron, that you are not supposed to be filming to a camera or a phone unless it is mounted to a guest or a rider, depending who's the team, the cast member, because that had happened to me before. And it said being recorded by other guests may upset some visitor, as some video footage may be more close up and personal, or potentially could capture embarrassing information, which is true. This is one thing I have been telling Karen. And normally you guys don't see this behind the scenes, but sometimes she points the camera. I'm tapping her, doing this to her because I am very aware of the bad reputation that is happening out there. As a matter of fact, there's a petition out there right now as we speak for live streamers to be banned from both Walt Disney World and Universal. People are sick and tired of being exposed in camera, and there's people that don't care. They even film their kids and stuff like that, which is very disrespectful. So that's the problem. A lot of people who are completely irresponsible are gonna just screw everything else for everybody else.
Well, it's
So
like the live that we were doing the other day at on the 13th. I turned the camera and I noticed that a lady was trying to get away from my camera. So I made it a point to never like put her on the shot. Like anytime I move, I will make sure. And that's why I don't know if you guys watched the live or saw it. You saw that I was hitting the walls a lot, or the trees, or the fog, or something like that. It's just because I was trying to get away from
yeah, you're doing the
recording
right
anybody.
thing.
Anybody. Like the only time that I was recording somebody is probably when we were in the section of the lines that it wasn't allowed for me to point the camera, but I was pointing it up. I was just trying to get away from like having the camera in front of somebody.
Let me go through some of the
Yeah.
comments and then we'll get back to that. That's sorry. So Ryan says more theme parks will
I
adopt
hope so.
the photo validation system. I truly hope so. Just punish those people who are being disorderly, not content creators as a whole. We shall see. I mean,
Yeah. I hope so.
it seems like they're chasing after the people who are being a pain, but we'll see. Punish the people for being stupid, not content
All right.
creators. Not a fan of Inside the Magic at all. It's garbage. I agree with you 100%. I'm just using it because in this case specifically, they talk about two live streamers, and I came across the news the other day, not from them, from somebody else and from another source. And as I was preparing for that live stream and I saw the TikTokers in Universal, I was like, you know what? Let me pull that info so that way we get to talk about the how some people are screwing everything else
Right,
for
like
everybody
always.
else. So yep, stick.
Clickbait.
It's clickbait titles. Hey Bethany, how are you? One of our
Hello.
YouTube members.
How's
Thank
it
you for
going?
being here. Hello, Carol. How are you?
Carol.
Bethany say, I like that you all don't talk during the shows during live. So thank you
Yeah.
for pointing that
Yes.
out, Bethany. And that's another major complaint happening as we speak. That's what there is an actual petition out there to ban live streamers. A lot of people talk during the ride and during the shows. Now, we didn't have to go through um, ethic class 101 in order to just realize if we talk, we're going to disrupt. We don't have to have a video in order to say if we talk, we're going to disrupt. We just use our common
Right.
sense and good manners. And we basically said, you know, from the get go, First of all, that's how we even raise our children.
Right.
You know, our children, they have been even going to movie theater since they were like newborns,
Infants, yeah.
legit. So we were not one of these parents that were, well, they cannot go out because they're gonna cry. No, I mean, Kyla, since that she was a baby and she could look to a screen, that kid will sit down and will not move. She will watch the entire movie, and that's even to
Yeah.
to this day. Kalel, on the other hand, he gets more distracted. So we realized that with Kalel, he could become very disruptive, and we didn't want to sacrifice that whole entire family. So we will probably be one of this family that will get him tired.
Yeah.
So we make sure that he will be falling asleep during the movie. So we purposely will take him as a baby, as a toddler, to run, to do crazy activities, and then he will pass out.
And feed him.
And then we'll feed him. And
Yeah.
Kala was the type of baby that you feed him, and he's tired, and still is, and he will sleep like for 10 hours. So even as an infant. So we all that we did is use our common sense. So as they grow up, we continue to say, hey, shh, you gotta stay quiet. That's not respectful. So it's all common sense.
Right.
The only reason why we always say in the live stream, hey guys, once the show starts, we're not gonna be talking. You guys can comment among each other, and then we'll get back, so people know that we're not ignoring
the comments.
them.
Yeah.
People understand that we're gonna be respectful to others and that we're not ignoring them.
Right.
That's why you guys always will see us repeating the same thing over and over. And then if you notice, I jump from my phone while Karen is holding the phone, or she, because we have the live stream phone that we use is a phone specifically for Cool Case Adventure.
Yeah.
We both have our personal phones, and we both log in sometimes on their Cool Case, and then we try to manage the chat if Mary is not around and she decides to leave us to watch a very bad movie.
Leave her alone.
Mary's one of the moderators. Or I just go and jump and say, hey, I make comments, but as Cool Case Adventure, so that way I keep the conversation going. That's what we do because we're respectful. So in Tokyo, for example, bloggers are not even allowed to even record inside the park anywhere. So what they have to do, you basically have to move to the side, and you could record as long you're not disrupting others. So hence we already do that. Every time that we record, if you notice in our video, we're not in the middle of a crowd. Yeah. We always move away from everybody. First of all, it's a lot of noise.
Yeah, it's hard to record.
Second of all, I get distracted really quick.
I think all of us do, because then we're all like, "What is that? What is that?"
I get my earrings start picking up on people's conversation, and I lose the train of thought like quick. So I prefer to move to a corner and do it over there. And I don't want to bother anybody. I don't want to. Sometimes it still feel weird that you have a camera and people are staring at you.
Staring at you, yeah.
So in order for me to be able to move past that, I had to be on my zone away from people. But that's basically how you're able to do it in Tokyo. Then they have Disney has as a verbiage the use of commercial shooting, etc., and shooting auxiliary equipment, excluding handy size grip attachment, is now completely prohibited. And it said it should be noted that many Disney fans rely on these videos, which is true, whether they're live stream or vlogs at the Disney parks, to get them through the Disney blues and to allow them to feel like they are still part of the magic, which is perfect. And that's what we also like doing live stream, because we feel we're bringing you guys with us,
right?
And that's basically how we get to connect more with you guys. Then it says The videos are also often informative and can help educate those coming on vacation. It also can allow guests to become more familiar with the parks, especially if they have never been in there before. As they mentioned, many of these content creators want to film Disney and not the horde of crowds around them. And many do their best to keep others out of their shot so they can be the focus of the video. So things are getting so out of control also with live streamers that now you are actually starting to hear people telling the live streamer, "Hey, don't get me on camera."
Yeah.
The other day I was watching somebody and I heard that person saying, "Oh, Run on the Go." I was watching Run on the Go, and then somebody told Ron, "Hey, don't get my kid on the video."
Ah, they were skipping school.
And I don't know. And Ron,
I'm just kidding.
and then Ron turned around and said, "No, sir, don't worry about it. I won." And Ron was pointing to the other
Yeah.
side. Ron doesn't, point to people, but he was pointing to the other side. But because he keeps seeing him moving, talking, and talking, that's why. But anyway, uh, moving right along. So we're talking about this TikToker Neon. So what happened is that, and this is why I dislike Inside the Magic. If you were to watch this video plus the other video that is on TikTok, you will not understand exactly what went on. Now, it's very weird. It's very weird because they lead you to believe like, is this the way that this is moving?
Mm-hmm.
But we've been in Disney so many times. There's live streamers there every day. Run on the Go is one of them
Yeah.
that goes every day. You have Resort TV one that goes like 2 or 3 times a week. And trust me, these people spend
All day.
hours, like 6 to 8 hours in the park. They do rides multiple times, especially if you're talking about Ron. So trust me, if Disney truly would have been enforcing this, we would have.
He would have been one of the first ones to go.
Heard it already, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Hopefully
So,
not, right?
According to Inside the Magic, it says in the end, Neon and his girlfriend Sam were escorted off property, and I watched the video, and they had to collect their belongings from at the Disney hotel. And the pair joked about flying to Disneyland as he was not banned there and managed to get a hug from one of the cops before hopping into the taxi that Disney called for him as he's no longer allowed to ride Disney transportation. Neon called Disney child groomers as he was escorted out of Walt Disney World. So anyway, when you watch this video, pretty much, it was very weird because the Disney person, this cast member, I'm assuming the security, tells him, you're not allowed to have a camera and record. And he was doing a live stream, and he was like, but I see other live streamers, I see other people. And he goes like, well, I'm not here to argue that. I'm just following direction. All I can tell you is that towards the end of the video, when the girlfriend hears that they're banned for life, she starts to cry.
Yeah, of course.
And she's like, how is this fair? I'm not gonna be able to come to Walt Disney World, a place that I enjoy, a place that I love so much. Blah 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 blah. That's not fair. But she's crying on his shoulder, and then this idiot goes into joking with the cops. And, yeah. And now we're talking about Orange County Police Department, and he goes like, you think that she was being legit on those tears, or you think she was joking? And I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me. You're more than welcome to watch the video. But I think he was saying, she's a Jew, or something like that. And the cop goes like, yeah. Well, don't you need to know her nationality or some stupid thing like that? Like that has something to do with it. It's just like the stupidest thing. At the same time that he's laughing. So,
your boyfriend?
Yeah, because obviously he doesn't care to being kicked out.
Right, but she did.
Exactly.
Clearly.
So then you got all these stupid morons acting stupid.
They
They
might have
had
broken up.
apparently he's a very popular guy because according to this, it happened while he was live streaming with over 100,000 people.
Yeah.
In the live stream.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And he tells the cop, "Hey, we have about 100,000 people watching you. You know, I want to say to you," and he was kind of like sucking up to the cops, right? You did your job. You did really good. Blah blah blah. One of the cops recognized him, so he managed to take a picture with them. Very stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway,
well, I think I even that, regardless, if you're doing a live and then you have security that comes up to you and tells you to put it away, just if you don't want to get banned, put it away and then have that conversation in private. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. Hey, why I'll stop it, but can we talk? Why was the reason why you told me to stop? Like, you know, we've seen other streamers, we've seen other people, and there's no issues. We're not doing anything wrong. I don't know what they did. Maybe they were doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. I can
guarantee you that they did something
I'm
wrong.
assuming they were doing something that they shouldn't have been doing.
No way. I'm telling you, there's no way.
But I think at some point, like, you have to be respectful. It's not your place. Like,
so that
you're in somebody else's house. So if they tell you to stop recording. Be like, hey, what can you explain to me why I can't? Instead of going through all that, getting all the views from the people, obviously, because everybody's gonna watch, and then getting banned. When you get banned from Disney, you get banned for life.
So this happened a few days ago, Carol. This happened, and it was shoot.
They must have been.
So something. I saw it and read it.
Or park duty could show up and then security show up. They had to be doing something.
Well, the video is over an hour long, so but I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing. And again, a video is something that I could just jump. Even though a live stream, I could go behind the scenes and edit it, and then
make it what you wanted.
Exactly. So I don't know exactly what went on. But this is the part that they say. The more interesting thing is that he was asked to bring his camera equipment back to his car and return to the parks. It seemed that initially the streamer did nothing but film at the parks with his camera, which indicates that Disney is now moving to ban live streaming. This is the part that why people hate Inside the Magic, because that's a completely false statement, rather. It was not specified what equipment was being used. That's true. But it seems that a gimbal and a camera were being used, which is something that we see often in the parks. However, Disney is now restricting the equipment for some, according to the video above. I can guarantee you he was acting stupid.
Yeah, he must have been doing something.
Based on the way that he was acting. And if you see your girlfriend crying, why would you go to the cop and make fun of her?
I hope she dumped him.
and then make fun of her nationality or whatever. So again, he had to be doing something stupid.
Yeah.
So it seems like Disney can use their rule, which notes commercial filming is not allowed, nor I guess activities and behavior allowed to affect the experience of other guests to stop someone from filming, which is true, rightfully so. And then they also trespass another YouTube live streamer, Nico, I think is his name. But
with those names alone,
well, when you watch his TikTok, it's just a video of him telling them Disney, the cop is telling him, now it's a cop, and the cop is telling him and the girlfriend, you are being trespassed for the people that you were with. And they're like, but there has to be an explanation. And I had heard it in the video and the TikTok where it says there doesn't have to be a reason. That's what the cop said, which technically speaking, they're true, because they're that's a private property. And if they don't want you, they don't want you. Period. So, but again,
I'm saying, just be respectful. They tell you to do it. They tell you to turn your stuff off, turn it off, and then ask for the explanation. I'm pretty sure they'll be more than happy to tell you off camera. They don't want to be on camera, like, you know what I mean, like. So
the question that they posed, the Inside the Magic, it says, would you be happy to see live streaming be ended at Walt Disney World Resort? If you're looking to visit Walt Disney World for a magical vacation, the Walt Disney World website can be a great tool to begin planning your trip. You can begin exploring, blah, 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 blah. But that's their take on. Again, I have never been a fan of Inside the Magic. I think it's trash, but it is what it is. They're reporting the right thing. This person got kicked out. This
They just exaggerated the whole thing.
neon dude, but of course, typical of them, they exaggerated the whole thing because the whole cop swarm. I only saw
Two.
two security guards from Disney, and these two were met by two female police officers from Orange, from the sheriff department of Osceola Sheriff Department, actually. So I don't know what swarm they're talking about, but it is what it is.
You gotta go back all the way to Carol, I think.
Everyone that watch live stream at Disney World, Universal are very respectful to guests. A lot point to the wall or the sky when online.
What you gotta do?
It's,
And we try to do it. Like I try to do it. If I see that I have the camera for too long in one spot, I move it because trying to be respectful.
Now there's other people that are they're seekers. Don't get me wrong. There's times that we're actually recording and then people get in the shot on purpose. You know, so it happens in live stream all the time because now people can see when you're live streaming, so you gotta be careful. And live streaming is hard because it's like an art, I swear. Like you're walking,
talking,
reading comments.
That's the hardest, I think.
Responding. At the same time, you gotta pay attention to your surroundings, plus the people that you may be encountering the way.
Right.
It is hard.
It takes skills.
I don't like. I enjoy because I want to talk to you guys, but it is for me. For me, it's a little bit more difficult.
And then sometimes, like the words are so little that you're like, and then obviously I can't see. Like I have to like push it. So I'm like,
and what she does that I'm holding her shoulders, shifting her.
Yeah. And even the kids are getting to the point where they obviously they go on my sides and they kind of like steer me.
It is hard and people don't cooperate. Some people don't have common sense nowadays. That's so true. You guys should start do a parent hack segment. Maybe
that's a good idea.
Maybe it's when we became parents, Karen and I used to go to movie theaters every weekend. That was our passion. We were both in our 20s, and we both said to ourselves, we understand that becoming a parent comes with sacrifices, but we shouldn't stop doing things that we enjoy as human beings and as couple just because we have kids. You know, how can we start bringing the kids to this world of the passion, the things that we have different passions? The movie theater was one of them. Sport was another one. So are Karen and I runners? Hell no, we're far from runner. I mean,
we're not Kyla.
No, we're not. However, we also believe from being a good example. So, being the Disney fan lovers that we are, every time that there was a Disney run, then we will sign up and then we will sign the kids up. So we understood that Kyla was at a different age than Kalel. So Kyla will do the little kids run, which is 100 meters. And since then, we discovered that Kyla was very competitive.
She was a runner.
She was a runner since then. And her first run, she was frustrated because this little boy came out of nowhere. And she was probably like maybe 3-4 years old. And she was mad. Then the boy came out of nowhere and passed her. And on top of that, she came to me and said he pushed me.
Yeah.
Now you're allowed to run with them. So if I find a video, I'll show it to you. And then she was mad. So at that point, I already knew that she was competitive.
Not at all.
Kalel was competing on something called the baby dash, which
The
is
diaper dash.
the diaper dash, which the babies basically crawl, and Ron Disney will give you an actual medal for that.
Whatever, when they would crawl, whatever medal they touched, that was their medal. Like, so it doesn't matter where, like, how they shifted, because they're babies and they're crawling.
babies.
So they could have started here and then ended up over here, but if they touched that medal, that was their medal.
So we always believe on being a good example for them. And
I mean, Khalil alone, like we used to play in the softball leagues for Disney. Khalil took his first steps in the dugout. Like,
yeah.
So
Now we're not softball players.
No, not
we
at all.
actually suck at it.
Yeah.
But we wanted to basically continue to do things that we were doing because we didn't want to give up. Socializing with other people, and those of our parents will understand now. You will relate to this, where you start having a family and your old friends don't have families, and you're like feel out of place.
Yeah.
But we were softball players, so why not bringing the kids with us? And excuse me, we will have a lot of people who will take care of them.
Oh yeah. We didn't have to worry when
we
play. Yeah.
But we taught them. We always have taught them respect. We have always taught them to behave. We have always taught them good manners. You know, they have always been in sport. I always say the fact that they were in taekwondo.
Yeah.
For like 10 years.
Amazing base.
It actually had to do with the level of respect that yes sir, that yes ma'am.
Amazing foundation.
Yeah, it helped with the foundation. That's the right word.
You're welcome.
So but we always look for things that we could do as a family and don't sacrifice. And sacrificing is about work, because when you have kids, you don't, you do everything out of love. But we wanted to have them with us. We watch all kind of movies. I mean,
I went to Halloween Horror Night pregnant.
Yeah, we did everything. Yeah. Obviously you were very careful. I was in front of you all the time.
Protected the bully.
Yeah. But you thought the kids have always been exposed to all kind of things.
You have to.
If you follow us from the longest, you guys know that even during COVID, when the parks reopened, we
were out there.
We taught the kids the right thing. Did we enjoy wearing masks? No, we hated it. Was it very was it comfortable to wear it under 100 degrees? No, but you will never catch one of our children removing their mask. And the reason being is because they will tell you that was the park's rules. And we're not gonna get in trouble for because we're breaking the rules. Now we want to remove it. We'll remove it like they told us, which is in an area away from people. But they will not remove it. And there's many videos.
Kyla would not remove it at all.
So it goes with that foundations, and it goes with like, hey, be respectful on that. So we taught our kids all that. Mary said, I don't know why the heck you're
talking about I'm Always On and Never Abandon You for a Stupid movie. That must have been somebody else.
You did. It's in a live stream. I read that one. Don't mess with the House of the Mouse.
Nope.
Oh no, they don't play around. They don't. And Universal's worse. I thought the same thing about them.
Yeah, if he's making fun of you, and like,
I would.
That's your sign, sweetheart. Peace out.
I would. You think Disney security is rough? Universal security is even worse. They don't even. As a manager, I could call them, and they will go to you and says, "Excuse me, sir, you have to come with us." But why? You just have to come with us. And they're like, well, I'm not moving from here. Well, sir, either you move or we're gonna call the police and they'll move you. And then we suggest that you do it because we don't want to embarrass you in front of your family. Just come and cooperate. That's how Universal Security talks. And they don't do it. Beep, beep, like that. They don't like, would you mind telling me what happened? Why are you so upset? Yeah. No. They take you to the back, and that's when you hash it out on the back, and then they make the decision. But they don't do it in front of nobody. Moving right along. DJ Pikachu party plate. The Mimikyu Milk Mousse. and more adorable Pokemon themed food and drink in Halloween 2023 at Universal Studios Japan.
Even Pokemon's coming out for Halloween.
So very, very interesting.
I'm surprised that Pokemon hasn't made it here yet.
Maybe for contract issues.
Maybe.
So this is basically why, if you are into the Japan thing and Pokemon, I love showing you guys this. Plus, I was saying this in live stream, whatever happens in Japan, you could bet
Stays in Japan.
that it may eventually come to the US. So this is pretty cool. Very nice. If you want to know more about this, there's a YouTuber. What's his name? I forgot his name, but he actually lives in Japan and does a lot of the content on Universal in Japan. As a matter of fact, he got invited to every single media event for Halloween Horror Nights in every single park in the world.
That would be amazing.
So I forgot his name. A new, Sheila, you paying attention? The new Fall 2023 Collector Edition 1 available for Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando.
Looks very Slytherin.
So for $75, this is the limited collection edition.
It said it. It said the name.
What it says? Oh yeah.
The rich emerald green color box will surely entice Slytherin. Map for both Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, and the beautiful black and one with silver detailing on the handle. Yeah, it does. It reminds of the Death Eaters. I agree.
Yeah. Should I say I still play Pokemon Go, believe it or not.
My brother and my mom still play it.
I think
Kalo plays it
like once in a while.
Yeah. It's very like I used to play, but I give up on games really quick.
Yeah. It's time. This looks dope.
It's really pretty.
I wouldn't mind getting that one.
Nishida says, "Oh, that's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous one."
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
That's pretty. It definitely has the Death Eaters Slytherin feeling to it.
Anyway. Also, Karen, a few days ago, Universal released the name of the all year long Halloween Horror Nights attraction in Las Vegas. It's called Universal Horror Unleashed. So they're building this. They said that Universal Horror Unleashed coming to Las Vegas will be the name of the company's first ever year-round horror experience. That was announced by Halloween Horror Nights.
Be interesting to go once and see it.
Yeah, well, yes and no, because they're not gonna allow you to show anything.
Well, like to see it.
Oh yeah.
Like.
So, yes, Ryan, I'm aware of Jacob.
I don't watch a lot of.
You don't watch a lot.
I don't watch a lot. I don't watch TV. I don't watch
YouTube all day long.
Like right now, I'm like really into YouTube, but it's more for the crafting side because I'm trying to work on some things. But
Karen is trying to open her new crafting shop.
Yeah,
that's what she's been working on.
I'm working on a couple things for Christmas, kind of like some.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm excited. But I'm doing a lot of research, kind of, and I'm trying to learn how to do a few things with the equipment that I have right now, or outsourcing kind of thing. So. That's what I've been doing.
So Fast and the Furious roller coaster details reveal at Universal Studios. Some of these are already seen before because it was a big leak, but this time it was actually announced by Universal Destination and Experiences, which is basically the department that works with us, the TAs. The travel agencies. So they actually released some more information, but here is, and I think we went over this in one of the live streams. Remember when I showed this?
Mm-hmm.
This is the leak concept art. So they are saying that they are confirming that in fact this is gonna be a 360-degree rotation,
Nice.
which it means it's gonna go down in the lower lot dock. So it's coming from the upper lot down to the lower lot around. And remember when we were in Hollywood, I told you that where the escalators go,
Yeah,
it's gonna supposedly it's gonna loop around that.
that's gonna be scary.
So
Because going down the escalator alone is scary. Imagine
scary
going
as
down on
heck.
a roller coaster. Like,
It is, yeah, it's scary as heck.
I
So
feel like we need like some kind of harness when we're going down the escalator. Because the escalators are like pretty inclined. Like, no joke.
so they haven't announced an opening date, but it's speculated to be open on late 2024, early 2025.
Compete with Epic.
Right now, Universal Studios. This is being reported by WDW News today. Universal, they will have a Halloween Horror Nights VR haunted experience. It is called. It is stated that it's Meet Dr. Fellow in 360 video VR Halloween Horror Nights experience available from Meta Quest. It's a Meta Quest has launch a Halloween Horror Nights VR haunted house experience now available on Oculus app.
That would be so cool.
And
See, I said that we needed one of those.
Meta Quest website says the experience has killer crows at every turn. It launched on October 14 and is available through 11:59 Pacific time on October 31st.
So just for Halloween, kind of.
No, from October 14th
Through the 31st, just for
Yeah,
Halloween.
just for so
That's creepy.
if you happen to have an Oculus, then
Try to play it. Let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Ew.
I'm just showing this because apparently, if you watch The Exorcist Believer, the demon happened to be in the movie, which
I think Mary and I say like the demon only shows up like once in the movie. So I think I remember when I was awake. I think it's when
you were awake.
Yeah, because I for a little bit of it.
Not because the movie was bad. It's because
I can't sit. I can't sit and watch a movie. Like even with popcorn, like I can't.
Mary, you got an Oculus?
If I have to, if the movie gets very chatty, very talkative, very like in depth talks, you lose me. Like I think obviously Kalo got that from me. Where we can't sit down for a long period of time. To be honest.
All right, let's talk about the big news released today. So Universal Orlando announced their Christmas events, their holiday events. I mean, it broke down this morning. Again, if you're not following us on our social, why not? Because you would have actually saw it from the beginning. I dropped it early this morning. Funny enough, I told Mary, hey, keep an eye on the news because I'm not gonna have signal. I'm gonna be in a building with no signal because Mary and I and our friend Danielle manage a Facebook group page, and we tend to drop big news. And she said, "Okay, I will." And it was probably like maybe 7-ish in the morning, if not before. And
you're putting them to work that early?
And no, because Mary had already texted. So I said, I did my normal good morning sunshines to both of them. And I told her, hey, can you keep an eye? And then not even 2 minutes after, I said, never mind. They already released it. So, so I had to stop whatever I was doing to start posting things. And, anyway. So,
anywho.
What happened is typical Universal. They open the app and you have to kind of dig through the app. Same thing for Halloween Horror Nights before they actually make the official announcement. It's insane how do they do it, right? So they release the tour, and the VIP tour experience starts on November 17th. And it goes all the way to December 30th. And when you do the tour, you get an exclusive meeting with the Grinch and
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 Max.
Max.
No.
I'm hearing that and it threw me off. Reserved seating for the Grinch Mass holiday spectacular. You get light bites, dessert, and more. Private meet and greet with Santa. Priority access to one attraction subject to tour itinerary at Universal discretion. And an after hours showing of a stunning nighttime projection show. That's what you get with that. So that was available, and the price is 79 starting at 79.99. Then uh they went ahead and announced everything else. So you're gonna have the Macy's parade, Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, then Grinchmas is coming back. Um, you know, on and on and on. So to talk about the hotel, we're gonna have seasonal suites and treats and all that.
That's pretty.
Then talking about pass holder perks, I'm loving it. They actually we're gonna get magnets, which is pretty cool while supply lasts. Then 20% off on the Grinch and Friends character breakfast for Premier and Preferred only, which is so because I already made my reservation. So now I did call this number and typical Universal, Mary surprise surprise. Um, they didn't know what the heck I was talking about.
You
So
should open your page.
I did. So I had to guide them to open the page. And it is very weird because you call that number and that number takes you to a voice machine. And the voice machine, you follow the prompts. So like if you want to make reservation or you have reservation, press number blah blah blah. You do, and it connects you to something else. After I talked to the individual, that was part of my text that I sent you, Karen. I said this number is for you, not I mean for
you.
me. Then then check out the number that he gave me. He gave me try contacting 472247554.
Happens to be the same number.
Which it happens to be the same number. So I said, sir, I don't want to be a pain. I'm just calling to see if when this happened, I'm assuming you guys are able to do an adjustment. And by you guys, this is the first day. It's probably not going to be you or the phone. Um, the phone number that you just gave me, in which he admitted that he didn't even know what that number was because he's never seen it. That information hasn't been given to them. And I said, it's the same number that I just found you on.
It's you.
It's you. And he said, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my God, I feel bad. I said, don't feel bad. I'm assuming that based on the instructions that you read and I'm reading, it says in park at the front gate and guest services. I'm assuming I should be able to go to any guest service and they should be able to make an adjustment and help me out. And he said, yeah, they should be able to. They should honor that. That's what he said, right? And I said, and he goes, you should be able to go to the one on City Walk. And I said, well, I'll be honest with you. Lately, and I'm meaning this in a disrespectful way. Lately, your guest services counter have been so inconsistency across the board. Some of them said you cannot do something. Some of them said that they could. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna soak it up. I'm gonna make the 30 to 45-minute line in the park, and I'm gonna go. And I hope somebody can help me.
But you should have been able to do it over the phone. They're giving you two ways that you can do it. You can either call over the phone and get the 20%, or you can go in the park.
So, if you were gonna make a reservation,
right,
my reservation is already made.
I don't know. They should have been able to help you.
So they need to make an adjustment. Now I know that they will make an adjustment because when they made the mistake, remember when they want to charge 100? I don't know how much money for the preview for the Halloween Horror Night food. A lot of people that have bought it got upset because hey, you're giving discount now. They actually at the beginning they gave them gift cards.
Yeah.
And then after that, they readjusted things. They went back to their credit card or whatever card they use.
Right.
So I know that we'll be able.
I mean, yeah,
do it.
but I mean, probably because it was the first day, he should have been able to do it over the phone as well.
They don't have that information.
But that's what I'm saying. And the front and guest service and front gate is not gonna have the information either. It was the first day. Nobody, if the reservation people don't have the information,
Yeah.
Guest service is not gonna have it. Like.
Yeah, but once you're in the guest services in the park, you're there. They don't have other choice.
They don't have any other choice but to help you. Yes, but if the reservation people
right.
don't have that information, guest services is not gonna have it.
That's why when they did that Halloween Horror Night tasting thing, when people went immediately after it was released, guest relations didn't know about it. So that's why the first guests were given an actual gift card.
Right.
Because once you're there, they're gonna help you one way.
They gotta do something here.
They're gonna help you one way or the other. So I will have to go to, the parks and then get my 20% because once you do the 20% after the amount of money that we paid, then it actually gives you like over $40-something back. Now the other thing that and I will admit it over here because I went ahead and I did my normal impulse buy because I wanted to have it for content. That video did very well last year. And I told Kevin I'm pulling the trigger. Not realizing that Circus McCircus, I said it in the video, it's under construction right now. So they changed it to Confisco Grill. But it also says that it includes one entree. It leads you to believe it's not buffet. So now my question is,
they have a special menu.
Are we paying $55 per person to just get one entree and maybe a drink, or are we paying $55 to an all you care to eat but serve on your table like Disney does, that they keep bringing you if you want more? Because if they're charging that much money,
we're gonna cancel it.
It's a lot of money. However, hold on, you also have to realize because remember how people get mad at Universal. Disney's charging you now. What was it? $89, $79, something like that. For a character dining and all that, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. But I remember when after the pandemic happened, they were charging about $40 for when it wasn't character, and that happened on Chef Mickey. So if they charge $59, even though it's still expensive, or $55, whatever the heck it is, still. You can kind of say like, well, yeah, it's their food cost. You're having entertainment, you're having character. Right. So now if it goes in that direction and I don't have as much fun as we did last year during the buffet and all that, you guys already can expect what I'm going to say at the end, But yeah, that's what that was the big surprise. But once again, people are calling customer service. And they're asking. This is all over on Facebook. Look it up if you want to, or don't waste your time because sometimes it just gets so pitiful. But people are saying, "Hey, I call customer relations. I want to know. Is it a buffet? No buffet?
What is it?
It's a lot of money, and of course, guest relations don't know either. They haven't talked to the food and beverage department.
They did at Disney.
Yep. But just know that if you are a Universal Pass holder, you can get 20% off. And Mary said,
just let you know, people, when news breaks out, give it a minute. Give it a minute.
Yeah. Don't pull out. No.
It depends what it is. Because some things sell out.
Because look at Cecilia. We go
back.
No,
I'm talking about no.
But we go back.
You're talking about this and then
we go back at Cecilia when the tickets went out for Halloween Horror Night. She was smart. She bought them, and she locked in a really good pricing.
It's different.
So sometimes you gotta do. How do you know it's not gonna increase? You never know.
I said give it a minute. I didn't say give it a whole
I
day.
don't know. So
I mean, it's already sold out.
Mary said, yeah, that's why you cannot give it a minute. It already sold out for the 17 and 18. And that's what made me think when I saw the 17, I'm like, Karen, why in the 17? The 17 is a Friday. That's weird. And when they never start on Friday, they always start on Saturday. And Karen said, well, I don't know, but if it starts on Friday, we're not pulling the kids out of school, blah, 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 blah.
I did the motherly thing.
And I said,
look, it's getting hard to pull the kids out of school. Right. They miss one day, it's like they miss a week.
So, anyway, we'll be there on Saturday, the 18th. Don't tell Kyla yet. At 7 in the morning.
Don't tell me. I mean, I have to
so
wake up early.
She's not going to be happy.
Well, it's food, so she might be happy.
So I went ahead and booked the 18th. However, I kept scratching my head. What's going on the 17th? That's just weird. Until they finally remember. When I actually found this, I found it through the app. And I'm reading, and Universal has not made an official announcement yet. So I'm thinking to myself, can the 17 be a typo? But let me leave it there. You know, Karen said pick that Saturday 18. Let's go with Saturday 18. So I went with Saturday 18, right? Then Universal officially is announced. Everything is on the 17th. And I was like, okay, well, that works then. Because
on the 17th.
That means that we will be in the 17th. We will do the parade and all that. You could bet your bottom dollar. Most likely we're going to be live streaming it.
It'll be cold.
It will be something. Nah, it won't be cold.
Usually on the first night, the parade night, it's cold.
We'll do our normal thing, right? And then on next morning, then we'll have the breakfast. And then we'll probably, after that...
Who will? Go see the show?
If Kyla has practice or not, you know, if Kyla doesn't have practice because it's the Saturday before Thanksgiving week.
Oh, she'll have practice.
If she doesn't have practice, then we'll go practice. But if not, hold on. We could go back, do the practice, and come back and do
school and sports do not believe in holidays.
No. So then another perk is that long hours extension. So it says stay a little longer. Whatever that means. It says Universal Island Adventure will open early and stay open late so you can relax and recharge a little bit longer. You know, stop from park open to close. Especially holiday parade pass holder viewing area. I'll be honest with you, sometimes their viewing area is not the best. Just do it the cool K ways. We always show you the right thing to do, but know that's coming.
All right, real quick.
And then they're gonna give you the magnet.
Michela has to go.
What is Michela?
All the way there. Hey guys, I gotta go to bed. Have a great night and week. Love y'all. Love you, Michela. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you so much. Bethany said Universal needs some work with consistent notch.
Yeah, a lot of work with consistent.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And then Mary agrees. So I agree, both of you and Carlos have heard me.
Many times.
Oh yeah, Mary's had some good conversations with them. And then Carol said, "Oh, I'm like waiting for you, Karen. I'm with you. I'm with you. Kids get so backed up now, and with activities after school, makes it hard for them to catch up. Yeah, it was hard. When we took them out for California, they like this is the second year. They did better this year than they did last year, but it's hard for them to catch back. Like they literally miss a day. It's like they miss a week.
Yeah.
So it's so weird. Carol says, I'll be in Mexico thanks to Cool Case while you guys are with the Grinch. Woohoo! You gotta let me know. You gotta let us know how that trip goes. I really can't wait to hear from you guys. Yeah.
I cannot wait to.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
Who knows? We may end up doing it too.
I want to do an all-inclusive at some point. So just so we can experience it too.
They're going to be giving your car decal. Sorry. From November 17 as well, while supply lasts. They have the pass holder holiday merchandise offer. It works great. Sometimes we spend the money and they give you this type of discount, and then you could use it to buy something else. But then you spend 125, they give you 25. Which in fact, again, let's say you buy it on merchandise and then you like something else later on, then you said, for a future transaction,
$75 or more.
you will have an exclusive menu item. I hope, I'm crossing my finger, the Universal doesn't pull the same stunt and stupidity that they did last year, where they called it a brand new menu when they actually brought maybe 2 or 3 items.
Not a menu.
Everything else was the same crap as prior year. So they will have some exclusive items in the different restaurants. So
Fisco is gonna have a squash and mushroom risotto.
Then Starbucks, Snickerdoodle latte.
That sounds good. Blonde white mocha latte with cinnamon dulce syrup and cinnamon in steamed milk, topped with whipped cream and cinnamon dulce topping. Oh, that we gotta try that one.
Then there's a pass holder exclusive resort offering. So you can find different menu items on the different hotels as well. Holiday food and beverage tent discount. So Premier pass holder receive a 15% off, and Prefer receive a 10% off on Universal Orlando owned and operated holidays food and beverage tents in Universal Studio Florida during normal operating hours. Then we get the early access November 9th. So put in the calendar. That's a Thursday. So November 9th, the Holiday Tribute Store will be opening for pass holder. And look at this, Cameron. I know you saw that.
Yeah.
That does look pretty.
Yeah.
So we get our own pretty freestyle holiday cup that you can purchase. That we can purchase for $18.99 plus tax. Remember when I said that the cups went up? I don't know about you guys, but it sounds to me like it went up another $1.
Nobody knows.
Because up to the summer, I think it was like or Mardi Gras, and the summer was $16.99, and now we're at $18.99 for one cup.
Oh man, Mary, you miss it.
But remember what we talked about last week? You don't see people complaining.
They don't know.
Throwing a fit.
They don't know. They don't pay attention to it.
Karen.
So does the holiday season run till December 31st?
Yes.
Because Bethany asked if they gave the end for Christmas season. I'm assuming the 31st.
The 31st.
That's everything seems from November 17th or November to the
31st. Yeah. Carol said we can wait either. I'll definitely let you guys know. Yeah.
Mary's not landing till 11. One cup that has a sucky. Yeah, those tops are horrible. Buenas noches, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you. Have a good night,
hon. They also gonna have a fudge offer. So you buy 4 pieces of fudge and get 3 pieces free. You're gonna be fudge out.
Fudge is so like a strong flavor, like.
And of course, Karen got that picture, and the.
Of course, I got that picture.
The conversation started behind the scenes. You guys already know how that probably went, the initial conversation. But there is a pass holder exclusive shirt available as well, and early park admission for 3 park pass holder at Volcano Bay, which is, you could go up to 30 minutes early. The t-shirt is $27, and you could purchase the ornament for $12.
And this girl is so cute.
And the most important news, what broke the internet today, is the fact that apparently Earl has a girlfriend. And people are like, how the heck he has a girlfriend? Now everybody wants to find out. Timmy Show, how are you?
How's it
Hopefully
going?
You're doing well. So now Earl has a girlfriend.
Leave Earl alone. Why can't he have a girlfriend?
So, hey, I'm okay. I ain't hating.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with people?
I'm hating. Anyway, people, if you haven't done so, please smash the like button as it helps us tremendously with in YouTube. Also, continue to share our videos with your friends and family. They actually announced that the Magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle returning as well for this year, and it will officially kick off on November 17th.
Jeez.
So November 17th is a Friday. We're gonna be there.
State championships.
So state championship. We may not even make it to state.
Yeah, I don't think we are, but not being negative. There might just not be there yet.
So they also released this on Five and Dime today, where you could get a postcard with you and Earl. A postcard that Karen and Khalil got last year, but obviously they had different designs. It says get a postcard you and L for $89, and
I don't think that's doing that hot anymore.
choose one of 5 fun designs. I love the one for Halloween Horror Nights. Is that I'm the type of person that if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now
At the beginning.
because I want to see it in the tribute store the whole entire season. So by the time that I saw the tribute store for Halloween, I was like, man, I really wanted. That sucked, and I was mad that I didn't do it. But also, I understood we had that California trip, so I was like, nope, those are $89 I could use over there for something else. But I don't know. I will ask Kyla if she wants to do this with me. If they allow 2 people, I think they allow it. I think in these ones it has to be. I think like the one on like 1, 5, and 3. I think somebody posted that earlier. So, yep, that's happening. You could also do it on the tribute store, where you could buy that right now as we speak, and then you get your pack of plain postcard when you purchase, and your own custom postcard play card at the end of the holiday season.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it. So definitely, I'm probably gonna. If Kyla says yes, then I'll do it. Moving right
I have
along.
to talk to Kyla.
We're moving right along. Let's talk about some of the injuries that had happened according to our state. So the latest theme park incidents, and that basically Karen, they're recording the 24 hours of hospitalization, and some of them you're gonna scratch your head. So according to the report, 69-year-old man injured his neck and back on Twilight Zone Tower of Terror on August 23rd. Then 2 days later, a 73-year-old woman felt motion sickness and fainted after exiting Slinky Dog Dash. Okay. A 50-year-old woman with an unknown pre-existing illness had a seizure after she rose towards Rise of the Resistance.
I mean, I can probably see that. Like, depending how your health is, you know
Or
what I
she
mean?
was probably staring at the screens.
Yeah.
Then
I don't know about Slinky.
2 visitors said that they felt sick motion on Mission Space. Duh.
All the injuries should just come from Mission
Yeah.
Space.
A 33-year-old woman with an unknown pre-existing medical condition had an abdominal pain on August 7, while a 69-year-old man with a pre-existing cardiac condition felt dizzy on September 28. At the Park New Gardens of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, a 43-year-old woman became disoriented after the ride on July 8th. Hey, I become disoriented sometimes on that ride.
Yeah.
Big Thunder Mountain, that one could be rough too. A 19-year-old woman with an unknown pre-existing condition felt faint and
I can
had
see
an
that.
abdominal. Oh yes, that one I believe it. Universal Orlando reported a 26-year-old man had an inability
Anonymity.
inability
to
to
speak.
speak on July 14 after he wrote Harry Potter: The Forbidden Journey.
I can see that.
Maybe he was like in shock or
Yeah.
how outstanding the ride was and
I mean,
left speechless.
could have been.
Never know. An 18-year-old man had a seizure on July 31st at the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket Coaster, Universal, Florida. A 39-year-old woman felt motion sickness after riding Volcano Bay's Honu Aika Moana water slide on July 29. So
I don't know. I haven't done that.
there's some that I will question.
Yeah, some of them.
There's other that I
Mary says, shocker that people feel sick on Mission Space. Yeah, no kidding. Mission Space needs to go. That's the one that needs to get rehab and get taken out of there.
So Blizzard Beach to reopen for 2023 holiday season at Disney World. If you guys want to see a video, we have done a video before, but if you want to see an updated video, let us know. We gladly go for you. They will be opening on November 11th. Yeah, it's pretty fun. This mini golf is pretty fun. So definitely let us know if you want to see it. Disney World shares new details for Tiana's Bayou Adventure Barn mural. So, like in the last 2 weeks, we saw the little.
Yeah.
So
we're starting to see details.
So now this is how they're gonna look. Pretty cool, right?
I like it. I wish I was so talented enough to be able to have that. Like that one of that. There's 2 jobs that I would love to have at Disney. So it's either one of those where I'm like painting and doing stuff. I'm not a painter. Like I'm not artistically that way. I can craft and stuff, but I don't know. But that I would love, or working with the animals. Like that would have been my.
That has to be outstanding. The fact that you're able to like just stare at the picture and then go over there.
Oh my gosh!
And paint it.
Like color by number, kind of.
Right. That's pretty cool. So now we have more details. Moving right along, Karen.
Whoop, whoop.
You probably knew about this, and of course, you don't share those details.
Of course not.
So Narcoossee is opening October 13 after another wave of refurbishment. So they're already open.
Yes. They're alive and well.
The Walt Disney Company donates $2 million to support humanitarian relief in Israel following deadly Hamas terrorist attack. Our
good for them.
Heart goes to all those families. Anyways, that's insane. So Disney partners with TikTok to create the first of its kind content hub celebrating the 100-year celebration. This video, it was hot though.
Yeah,
they did such an amazing job. You know, when Disney wants to, they could do a lot of things well.
They're extremely creative.
The way that they actually played the classics of Walt and how they transform everything that Walt wanted into videos, and it was beyond amazing. You know what I mean? However, they suck on how they actually executed everything.
That was better. That was better than the whole celebration.
Here, it is the 100-year celebration. It was that day, right? Last week. If you're gonna celebrate such a huge milestone, I believe that every single park should be doing something. Why Disneyland Paris is the only one, and I think Tokyo, they did something. As a matter of fact, one of them, if I'm not mistaken, brought 100 characters out. So I'm asking this question, just for giggles. If Walt first park was Disneyland California, and that was his baby, we all know the story. We know that he actually walked those streets. We know that he designed, he visited, he wrote things before guests actually step in. Why wouldn't Disneyland do something as powerful as bringing 100 freaking characters?
That should have been where it happened.
That is Walt. That is the actual core of everything. You know, why would not they actually say, hey, Epcot, And you may ask, but why Epcot? Why not
They
Magic?
have all the pavilion.
No. Remember,
Hold on. Good night, Mary. Thanks for hanging out with us.
where's Mary going?
She's gonna go to bed, man.
For what? Don't
gotta
to
wake up
watch
early.
another.
Leave her alone.
She's not going to bed at 9:40 something.
She might.
She's trying to kid.
She might be trying to be
No.
good. T, are you
Um,
gonna do any weekday live streams also? Like going out in the parks and live streaming on a weekly basis?
If you're talking about the park, we try.
We're trying, yeah.
We try, just that we have other commitment. But yeah, the goal is always to do
At least one.
a live stream once a week from one of the parks. It could be Universal, it could be Disney. But going back to the whole Epcot thing, the only reason why I'm mentioning Epcot is because, like everybody says, Disneyland in California was the original Magic Kingdom.
Right.
Epcot was Walt's dream. Who that he couldn't ever seen it finish, but
Right.
he actually planned it. His brother Roy, I almost call it Roger, Roy actually completed the project. So why wouldn't they do something big at Epcot? Oh yeah, that's right, because the fireworks don't start until December 5th. Never mind. So what they decided to do for Epcot was like the grand opening of the Moana Journey of Water,
that was
which
dumb.
is stupid.
That was dumb.
That has nothing to do
With 100
with
years.
Walt Disney, the 100 years.
It's not even like the oldest thing. Like
It's like, I feel that Disney just loses so many golden opportunities.
yes.
But then you got Disneyland Paris and Tokyo,
Outshining.
two companies that don't belong 100% to the Walt Disney Corporation, because they don't. They're their own entity, and they actually pay more tribute than the parks in the U.S.
Than the home parks.
So I don't know.
That's shameful.
Karen.
Yeah.
Nobody understand why, but Magic Kingdom and the parks are extending hours.
Okay.
So that's why I told you, if you could actually look up November 3rd, because the park is opening until midnight.
Oh,
and the only reason why I say midnight is because I want to show some respect and value our West Coast viewers who normally cannot watch us in the park because of the change of time.
Right.
So I figure if even if it's just you and I, if it's just you and I can go and we're able to stay until midnight, it will be such a magical time where we are able to share this experience
with both coasts.
Especially the West Coast. Because, they don't get to experience that. So, but nobody understand why is it closing at midnight. Any November 3rd. People are like, what is so special? What's happening?
It's November. It's the best. What is it? The best date night?
I guess nobody knows. It's just weird. So anyway, that's a Friday. That's 2 Fridays from. Yeah, that's 2 Fridays. I think. Even in Animal Kingdom, they extended hours, which is weird. But anyway, there's some days that they close at 11. And there's this date.
November what?
3rd.
That's a free day. Friday. Are you open?
Yeah. What do you mean a free day?
It's Friday.
Oh. Yeah, it's a Friday and until midnight, which is weird. So anyway, if they continue to close until midnight, we will be there. Karen and I will be there. So there you have it. Team Michelle, if you were looking for a live stream,
November 3rd.
November 3rd. Mark your calendar.
God willing.
Hopefully nothing crazy changes.
Yeah.
But we will be there.
November 3rd.
Moving right along, Karen, they have free roaming BD Unit Explorers droids that were being tested at Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Hold your horses, not in Florida, Disneyland.
We don't even get the droids.
No, some people got mad because I call it the Lost Land in here.
Oh, they got offended.
Tell me what it is then.
It's a beautiful land.
It is the
And nothing
lost,
happens.
the lost AK Forbidden Land. That's what it is.
It's such a beautiful land too. It's just again, it's not being executed correctly.
So
There's so much potential in that land.
These droids out of nowhere, they started to being tested out in Disneyland. And what it was curious, because I was watching, I watched Ordinary Adventure because they happened to be that day in there. They are being managed, Karen, through a Nintendo Switch
Nice
controller. It's the craziest thing. So, according to the rumor, they're trying to bring it back, to bring them out. Check out this Ursula Trader Sam Tiki mug.
That's pretty.
They're killing it, man.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of, Tiki mugs, definitely look this up. But if for Trader Trader Sam's, I think in Disneyland. Starting on October 18th. Of course, Disneyland. Disney was granted an extension to respond to DeSantis' motion to dismiss the First Amendment lawsuit. So we continue with the saga. They got extended. That's basically what it narrows down to, other than trying to explain it. Then Central Florida Tourism Oversight District asked the judge to dismiss Disney's countersuit.
We can sue them, but they can't sue us.
Yeah. I can sue them, but they can't. Disney issues a subpoena for former Reedy Creek administrator John Class, I guess, in lawsuit with DeSantis Oversight District. So you can tell Disney's not backing out. They're not gonna back off.
Not at this point.
I think they're like, I think they're mad.
Yeah.
They're mad and they're gonna stand. They're gonna stand their ground really hard. And anyway, the subpoena seeks that the following documents: the document concerning the preparation of any analysis on the 2022 comprehensive plan, documents concerning the preparation of the analysis on 2023 development agreement, the preparation and any analysis on 2023 restrictive covenants.
That's a lot.
The land development regulation amendment. Anyways,
that's a lot. Yeah.
All of this. On a lighter news, Walt the Dreamer statue possibly arrive at Epcot ahead of installation in the World Celebration. And this is a statue that once we were able, the family, we were able to take a picture with this statue on this D23 last year. It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think out of everything that they're doing in Epcot, I'm more excited about
that. Yeah. That's what they should have had open by the 100-year celebration.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you're 100% correct. So
if anything, that should have been it.
This was in D23, and that's how they had it. And then you just stand by it, and then you take a picture. But oh my God, it is so beautiful to see in person too. So here's a new concept art released for Jollywood Nights musical variety show hosted by the Muppets. So I'm a little bit confused of what they're trying to do with this Jollywood Nights, Karen, to be honest with you.
We'll find out.
We'll be there opening night. And opening night is when the 11, the 12, something like that. Something like that. But we will be there. I'm a bit confused because they're making it sound like they're gonna do some performance and they're gonna have a lot of like entertainment, and then the part that I do not understand is this foodie guy. Disney really frustrates me.
It's the dinosaur.
No, I'm not talking about that. The dinosaur is beautiful. What I don't understand, they go ahead and create a whole entire foodie guide for Jollywood Nights.
Okay.
So you gotta see it this way. Jollywood Nights is only 10 nights, I believe. That's number one. We know that the lines in these special events are astronomical. So that's number two, which it means you're bringing all this food, specialty for these nights, that it's only 10 nights. People are probably not going to be able to consume everything that you're bringing because the lines are going to be long like normal. You know, every time they do a special event, you got to do 3 hours for a special character, and half an hour, 45 minutes for food. And the amount of food, Karen, that they're bringing is beyond belief. So my question is, because all of this is new, by the way, all of
What?
this is new.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So-
yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you at this point, as it is, and we could just review a few. As it is, everything that they're bringing, I mean, right, as it is, this is more food than what we're going to find on the Festival of the Holidays. That it goes from the November 24 until maybe December 31st in Epcot. So I can only imagine, and here's what I'm speculating right now. I'm speculating that they put all their efforts in this,
Oh, that looks good.
and we're not going to get anything good for the Festival of the Holidays. And on top of that,
Or it might be repeated.
exactly,
Right.
then you're not going to have
Right.
new items. So why are you spending so much on these?
I'm saying maybe they'll take that and put it in the festival there of the holidays.
So we know we're gonna have something dealing with kind of like Latin flavor per se. What is it?
Holiday Fiesta
en
en
la calle. I can tell you right now, this is what we're gonna buy.
That looks good.
What?
What's this?
So I don't know.
Oh, yeah, yuca con chicharrón.
Right.
We're getting that.
But this is the Bria Taco.
Bria taco,
Karen, Bria Taco is the one that you buy from.
the Mexican pavilion.
No.
Which one?
The Bria Taco is the one that you buy from the Disney California Adventure. From
Yeah, but we've had that before, so we should go with the yuca chicharrón.
That's fine. We can buy both. I don't care. But look at the amount of food you're gonna have. So for example, this is tembleque right over here. Then you have a Mexican hot cocoa cheesecake.
Hot cocoa.
Then you have a mangonada, which is a frozen mango beverage right over here. You
That's
have
spicy.
a 0 proof pina colada.
0 proof.
And
Osaka
old fashioned. I would love to try this one.
I'm surprised that they didn't bring coquito.
Then, because they're gonna be in different restaurants, so you have some tuna ceviche, you have a charcuterie cup, beer margarita. Then
Charcuterie board. What's the charcuterie board? The chips with the dip.
Yep, right here. And then on Dockside Diner, you're gonna have spicy pimento kimchi dip. Right there, topped with what? House-made wonton chips, roasted eggplant dip. Right here.
Yeah.
Poutine tots, which is this, and the Christmas tree cookie stack, which is that one. I mean, it sounds great. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, look at this one, Santa Claus hot cocoa.
Yeah.
So
Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Inspired dark chocolate hot cocoa topped with cherry whipped cream. Is a non-alcoholic, and then you're gonna have a Naughty or Nice, which is the Crown Royal whiskey and ginger mix with orange, cranberry, grapefruit juices. In Epic Eats, Karen, you're gonna have a Korean chicken funnel cake, a brisket Reuben funnel cake, and a s'mores funnel cake over here.
Those sound delicious. That's gotta be good because it's that salty and sweet mix. That's gotta be.
Fairfax Fair, you had the holiday turkey pop over. And then you have just the size pop over, which is macaroni and cheese and savory collard greens right over here. The peanut butter donut. Kermit's frozen banana bliss. Looks interesting.
That looks interesting.
Mistletoe Martini.
Martini.
Right.
It all sounds delicious.
And then you have the Christmas
Gertie
Gertie
cookie.
sugar cookie with mint icing. That
Everybody's gonna buy that.
looks delicious.
It's Gertie.
And market, you're gonna have the buffalo chicken spring rolls, frozen snowball macaroons, spiced apple cider, syrup-proof apple cider, and in holiday fashion,
Another old fashioned.
so I would straight bourbon.
Yeah.
Love to try
The
that
one with the old fashions this year. Huh?
Yeah, I already told that we're gonna be trying old fashioned. I texted him yesterday.
Pizzarizo.
So on Pixar, you're gonna have
He's
the
gotta be happy.
meatball and polenta, the olive and goat cheese flatbread, antipasto
Flatbread.
flatbread, tiramisu,
Puff.
puff.
Oof.
and all of these. And
That's a lot.
the
That's
Tip
a
Top
lot.
Club,
That's a lot of food.
you have a Fifth Dimension Royale, the Twilight Daiquiri, sparkling pomegranate, apple cider,
Pomegranate.
and Domain, whatever. And
Whatever.
Trolley
Just a lot
Star
of food.
Cafe, you got the ornament mousse. That looks good.
That looks
pretty
good.
though.
Yeah. Gingerbread bites.
bites
Plant based.
and bar
Sugar cookie
location.
martini. The
I'm
gingerbread
assuming it's this
schnitzel.
one, right here,
That's a
right?
gingerbread. The syrup-proof gingerbread spritzer. And then you have a sugar cookie martini.
This no, that's not a martini. Sometimes
Oh,
they
the other
make
one.
it confusing.
Well, they don't put the names of everything. Brown Derby. It looks good.
Easy, what's going on, man?
Izzy.
Maddie and Easy say good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you. The Brown Derby, they're gonna have the Oyster Rockefeller. So is this?
Yeah.
Crispy
Duck
Duck-
drumettes.
No.
Charcuterie. Another charcuterie.
That's
That
not
one
my-
looks good
That's
though.
not my type of.
And shrimp cocktail.
We already know the places that I won't be visiting. The
a lot.
slider, which is a bison and pork belly blend, right over there. Tuna carpaccio, and then you got pork belly bao
And a tofu bao.
and a tofu bao.
An assortment of classic cocktails.
And Joffrey is bringing you the Tinseltown
Teeny.
Teeny.
Toast to holiday cheer with this cold brew coffee topped with Kahlua,
That's the
Grey
one in
Goose
front,
vodka, a
12.
hint of light cream, and a dash of whipped cream with
Dude,
cocoa.
that sounds good.
That sounds delicious. And then random up latte, a merry blend of espresso, cookie butter syrup, dulce de leche sauce, and milk topped with fluffy whipped cream, playful animal crackers, and festive sprinkles. Available hot or iced.
I like this one.
They both sound delicious.
So anyway, tons
lot of
of
food.
Tons of food and drinks.
That nobody's gonna be able to try everything.
Now what? You know what they're doing? They're now they trigger the foodies to say, you know
We
what?
gotta go to.
I gotta go again.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna try this and then I'm gonna buy another ticket. Because when you buy it only for one person, you're buying it's not
It's
as
not
bad.
bad.
But when you buy it for 4 people, that's when it gets ugly. For one person, you say, "Oh, I'll pay whatever,
Go a few
$7,
times.
$100, whatever." I do that. I don't know. Not $100, like $159.
Yeah, you made it sound pretty.
Right.
Not as expensive as
Yeah, if
as
it
it
would have
was.
been exactly,
Yeah.
if it would have been $79, all right, let's go again.
Yeah.
4 of us if we have to, or the 2 of us at least,
Yeah.
But anyway, also currently right now they're having a new seasonal suite in Epcot. Good to know. Check this out.
Popcorn.
There you have a pumpkin spice caramel popcorn, pumpkin spice butter bar. You have mini wish caramel apple
And maple bacon caramel cupcake.
cupcake.
Pumpkin spice cupcake. That sounds good. Cinnamon cookie popcorn. Mickey pumpkin caramel apple and the maple caramel square.
So all of that is available in Epcot.
Nice.
Surprisingly.
Good for them. Good for them.
So they have the new info and reservation details released for Tower of Terror,
Soiree.
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 Tip Top Club and Brown Derby. So I want to know what reservation we even talking about. We already paid money.
It's.
So the Jazz Holiday is a holiday. So
I
for
think they're
Jazzy
calling it
Holiday,
instead of calling it a party, they're calling it a soiree.
yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yes, they have to make it different from make it very merry Christmas party. So we're gonna Jollywood soiree.
So joining the mobile walk-up list of Jazzy holidays at the Holiday Brown Derby, it's easy to add yourself to the mobile walk-up list for the experience during Disney Jollywood. All you need is your phone and My Disney Experience. This feature is only supported by devices running on Android and iOS.
So that's something we gotta do, I guess.
So you check the availability for Jazzy holidays at the Hollywood Brown Derby.
Oh,
There's
is that they're
availability.
doing something in the restaurant, like a different menu,
It
like a
sound-
It sounds like they're doing like a,
Well, this is what they're offering,
but it sounds like you have to get reservations to go there.
right? And who knows? They may have music. They're making it sound.
They're gonna
like
have, yeah, they should have a
like
jazz band.
Jazz band.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but here's my question: you pay so much money for an event, and you're actually gonna have a reservation to sit down
Yeah, and not see anything else.
and not see that something is not
Not clicking. Something's not math is not mathing.
like your daughter will say.
Yeah.
Karen, so the whole excitement of Journey of Water lasted one day. No virtual queue and no wait for Journey of Water on the second day of operation at Epcot.
Officially. It was open, no?
Well, it was soft open.
Oh yeah.
And then the official day was during the
you're right.
100-year celebration. And that's when they had to do the virtual queue. And after that, it hasn't been needed. It's happening. What I said it. It's been Journey of Water is not like it is good.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
But it's not gonna. But it's not gonna be the reason of you wanting to go to Epcot.
No. Especially if you don't have kids.
Yeah. I mean, you go probably 1 time, 2 times, and that's it. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm anticipating. I'm calling it right now.
I'm gonna go every time we go.
A year or less than a year from now, it's gonna be a ghost town. Watch it. It's gonna happen.
I don't know about a ghost town.
It will be a ghost town.
But
And in the summer,
in there.
and then in the summer, it's gonna get busy
because of the water.
Because of the water.
And the kids getting
be hot.
Yeah.
But other than that, it will be a ghost town. Last but not least, Karen, remember when we talk about the robots? Then the Imagineers discuss next step for free roaming robot with Bob Iger and Josh D'Amaro. I'm assuming it's gonna be for Disneyland because they can care less about what's going on Walt Disney World.
Oh no, Josh was around. So it could have been here. Like 2 weeks ago.
You know, but that was yesterday.
Oh, well then.
That was yesterday. You still see Josh around?
I wasn't at work. I wasn't in the office that last time he was there, but my brother saw him.
I would like, hey Josh.
Oh, he came and talked to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You call him Joshi after that?
No, I didn't call him Joshi. What's wrong with you? Like the office was kind of empty that day, and JR and I were sitting, and he walked by, and I said good morning, and he said good morning, and then he kept walking, and then he came back, and he said, "What department is this?" And we're like scheduling. Oh, and then he chatted with us for a couple minutes, and then left, and I was like, oh my god, he's a pretty good looking guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy. Yeah.
I think Iger.
I
think Iger is
amazing.
No, Iger is sinking his future though. Just saying. But anyway,
I was not heartbroken that he decided to come talk to me and JR.
I get it. He's been super nice.
He's a nice guy.
Few times that
he's a nice guy.
We've talked.
I mean, for him, an executive to take time to come talk to the little people, you know what I mean?
That speaks volumes.
That speaks volumes. Yes.
Yeah. That speaks volumes.
That speaks a lot because even our leaders don't come by. Yeah.
Shame on them. They should be embarrassed.
Yep.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna cut it now. It's been over 2 hours. We're gonna do another Real Talk live stream on Wednesday. We're going back to our regular schedule, and you can expect some videos coming out this weekend. You know, some of them are gonna be from local hunts. We're planning to go to back to Disney property. And we're gonna keep you updated on everything happening here in Florida. So,
You?
anywho, guys, on to the next one. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys.
Bye. Have a
Have
good night. Bye.